Hello everybody, my name is Marlo. Today I'm going to show you how to build this completely ghast-proof house. By that I mean a ghast can shoot its fireballs at this house all day long and not a single block will be broken, making it a perfect home for the Soul Sand Valley biome, if for whatever reason you wanted to set up camp in there. As always, here is your materials list for the build, so everything inside of this double chest is what we need to actually construct this house. All of these blocks up here are for the exterior, and then these are for the interior side of things, so they are all to the exact number needed for the most part, except all of this blackstone along here. Now, I've decided to add a lot of texture into this build, so if you wanted to just build out of only polished blackstone bricks, you could just get, say, 3 stacks and you should be good, but I want to include some of the cracked polished blackstone bricks, some of the regular blackstone, and a little bit of this gilded blackstone. So yeah, make sure you get around about the same as what I have here, and that should be enough. Before we start placing blocks, just make sure the area you want to build this in is at least 9 by 12 by 7 high, as that is roughly the size of this house. But the first thing we're going to do is place down our polished basalt pillars, so the first one can go here and then leave a gap of 1, 2, and 3, and this block right here is where our doorway is going to go, so just bear that in mind before you place the other blocks in. But from this one we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and on the 6th block place another one, and then again leave a gap of 3, and then on each of these pillars we can bring them up by 3 more blocks for a total of 4 pillars, just like that. Adding in the final 2 pillars now, so we want to come around to the back of the build, and on this pillar right here we want to leave a gap of 1, 2, 3, and 4, and on the 5th block we can do 1, 2, and 3 high, so one shorter than the other pillars, leave a gap of 1, 2, and 3, and then do the same again. So we have this shape right here. It's now time to start on the roof, so we want to grab our nether brick slabs and stairs and come around to the front of the house here and have 2 upside down stairs on the top of those pillars blocks, and then we basically just want to make an archway leading upward, so upside down stair and then stair on top of it until we reach the very top, where we can have an upside down one at the very top point there, and we can do the same round the back super quick. Just like that, and then from the side here we can have an upside down one and another one again, and then connect those 2 with some slabs. Round on the right hand side of the build we want to pretty much do the exact same as what we've done on the front and the back of the house, so a bunch of stairs and upside down stairs leading to the point where we can have our upside down one in the middle, just like that. And then on this side here round the back we can have an upside down stair and then a line of slabs going all the way across until it's under this bottom stair here of the roof of the back. And then round the front we can basically do the same again, so we want to have an upside down stair and then 1, 2, 3, and 4 slabs, and then bring these stairs out by 1 and 2 more, so we have this at the moment. Now we can go ahead and connect all of these different roof points. So on the front and back of the house we want to have a slab and another one poking out just like this, and then we want to kind of put ourselves in the middle here and do stair, stair, slab, slab, stair again on both sides, and then another slab in the middle. So we have this line going across with some pointy up bits making use of those stairs. And for the smaller roof over here we can do the same again, so 2 slabs, then a stair, then a slab, then another stair, then another slab, 1 more stair, and then another slab here. And for the final stair we want to connect it up to this point here, so we just need a temporary block and then a stair facing upwards, so it connects just like that. Before we fill in this roof with our red nether brick, I'm just quickly going to get you to grab some normal nether brick again and put a temporary block on top of this basalt pillar here with a normal nether brick block, just like that. We can then have a stair on top of it, upside down one in the middle, and then another regular stair just like that with a full block underneath, and that is going to make a nice little roof window just to break all of the red up a little bit. So we can go about filling in some of that red now, and you can see the roof is kind of split up into 3 different sections. So we're going to start over here on the left hand side, and that is simply just 7 red nether brick stairs on both levels going across from one side to the other. Simple as that. Getting ever so slightly more complicated now, but really not too difficult. It's just these two sections have the tiniest of curves to them. So for this one right here, we just want to have a line of nether brick stairs going around, and that one will automatically connect to this one. You can see it bends round a little bit, and then one up on top of this basalt pillar. We just want to curve those round again and bring them up to the other stair over here. And then the final thing is two more at the top there connecting to that middle one. And for the last section, we want to place a full red nether brick block on the back of this upside down stair, just like that. And then we can have one stair, two stair, three stair, and as you can see, that automatically curves round. And then at the end of this 1, 2, 3 block long of stairs, just like here, we want to face this way. Very important, make sure you're facing this way, and that will curve the stair along and connect up to that full block right there. And then on top of the basalt pillar, we can basically just bring them all the way around again until it automatically connects to those stairs again. And then finally 1, 2, 3 and 4 until it connects up to this block. That right there is the roof all done, and now we can start work on the walls. So the way I'm going to do this, since I want to add some texture, is we're going to focus on a section at a time, build it up with the regular polished blackstone bricks, and then add in the other variants afterwards. So that is how we're going to do things, starting off at the front entrance here, where our doorway can go. In the center of these two basalt pillars here, we can have our iron door at the back of this block right here. Just to the left and right hand side of it, we can have a stair with an upside down one on top of it, and on top of those, two chiseled polished blackstone. And then we can have a normal one in the middle with a button right here. Now, when I said there were no blocks that could be destroyed in this house, I meant full blocks like here. The button actually can be destroyed by gas. It's very rare, but it does happen sometimes. But there is simply no other way to have a doorway into a house that is impenetrable through gas. So maybe just have some buttons nearby if you're worried about that. But yeah, unfortunately, that is the only block here in this entire house on the exterior that can be destroyed. But on top of these blocks, we can just have some more blackstone, and then from the very point here underneath this nether brick stair, a chain with a soul lantern. And then of course add in all the texture. Just like that. So really with this, you just want to do as much or as little as you'd like. Maybe you don't want to have the gilded blackstone as it's quite expensive. You could always replace that with the normal polished blackstone. Entirely up to you, but just adding in a little bit of texture makes the house look more worn down from all the gas hits it's taken over time, and texture is always a good thing to add into your build. So for the left hand side here, we want to have a full block, stair, full block, stair, and full block again, and on the sides we can bring those up by 3, as well as the one in the middle here, and then have 2 more at the top, and then these 2 gaps can be our impenetrable windows, aka iron bars. And of course add in some texture. You guys probably get the gist of that by now. So on the back side here, on this 3 wide section, we want to have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 blackstone on either of the 2 sides here, just beside the basalt pillars. And then on the bottom block we can have a stair, 2 iron bars, stair again, and then a full block at the top, and doing the same as we did around the front, chain and soul lantern. For the other section around the back, it's super simple. We just want 2 stairs in the middle and then a line of blackstone full blocks going around with 2 iron bars in the middle. As for the right hand side, we're doing a very similar thing as to what we did over on that wall right there, except 1 block shorter. So we want to have 1, 2, 3 and 4 blackstone on either side, stair in the middle, stair upside down at the top, just like that, with 2 iron bars, and then another chain and another soul lantern. And for the final section round the front, we want to have stair, full block, stair again, 2 full blocks, and then another stair just beside this basalt. Of course, an iron bar on top of all of those stairs, another full block, and then we just want to wrap it round all the way across the top, just like this. And then the final thing, get an iron bar and place one up in our roof window. So that right there is the exterior of this house all done. We can now move inside and start work on the interior. First things first, once you've beaten the button inside and haven't got trapped out by the iron door, is to face the left hand side here and have a line of nether brick stairs upside down going all the way across. And then from this side we want to have 3 just like this, facing the opposite direction to these ones, and then we just want to curve them around a little bit until we get 1 block away from this iron bar, and we want to place it sideways just so we get that little bit of curve. And then from this point we can bend them round all the way around until 1 past this basalt block, which we can do the same again just to get that little bit of a curve. And now for this line at the top that we have unfilled in at the moment, on this top blackstone block we can have a red nether brick, shroomlight, red nether brick, shroomlight, red nether brick, and then coming down this way, red nether brick, shroomlight, red nether brick, shroomlight, and you guessed it, red nether brick. And yes, I know, if we're trying to keep with the pattern of red to shroomlight, we really should have this block right here being a shroomlight, but as you can see, that is actually the outside of the house. So if you really wanted to have a shroomlight there, you could always cover it up with a carpet or something on top. But yeah, just wanted to explain why, because I know that may drive a few of you a little bit crazy, but it's okay. You don't have to have perfect symmetry all the time. So now what we want to do is just take out these blocks here as I'm doing, so from the door all the way across to the other side, as well as these 3 right here, and then we can fill all of those in with some warped planks just like this. And then these row of 4 blocks here, the first one we want to take it down by 1 level, and then we want to skip this front row and take the next down by 2 level, and then the final 2 down by another 1. Just like that, so we have a little staircase, and then we can place a row of stairs on that one, another row of stairs, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 shroomlights, and just leave those empty for now. In fact, this one can stay as soul soil. We will sort out this mess in just a second, but for right now I want to focus on the rest of the house over here. So I'm sure most of you would have already done this by now, but just make sure you place your button on that spot right there so you can actually activate the iron door from the inside. Always very helpful. But at the entranceway here we want to have a crafting bench with a chest on top, and then just a couple of double chests either side as a nice little storage area over there. You could even stack up more on top if you wanted a little bit more. There's nothing stopping you. I just think that's a nice looking amount of chests right there. But over on this wall right here we want to have 2 furnaces, smithing table to get some of that sweet netherite gear if you're at that stage of the game, blast furnace to smelt up your ores nice and fast, ancient debris included by the way, you can actually put that in the blast furnace in case you didn't know, and a stone cutter on top because that's always pretty helpful. And then of course a little bit of decor in this place, a flower pot with a crimson fungus or whatever you want really to go inside. And then the final thing is our respawn anchor, which of course you need to fill up with some glowstone and activate it. Now for this section over here we want to start by getting rid of all of the blocks in the walls here too high, just like I've done there, and replace this block, and this block here with some blackstone variants. So just do whatever you want there really, doesn't matter too much, but just make sure you fill them in. And then we want to fill the rest in here with some bookshelves going all the way around, but just pick one of these corner blocks here and replace it with another bookshelf, so you place 15 in total, meaning you're able to get 30 levels. 1 block up from these bookshelves we can have 2 stairs on either side, slab in the middle, a grindstone, an anvil, and then an ender chest in the center. Just behind the enchanting table here we can have ourselves a warp trapdoor, which will lead to a ladder that goes all the way down to your nether portal, keeping it far enough away from the house so you won't hear the annoying noise. And that is the interior of our gas-proof house all done. One last thing that's probably worth mentioning is that gas will of course still be able to destroy the surrounding blocks like soul soil, soul sand, and netherrack. So the rest of it should be fine. You can always exchange it for blocks that are gas proof, but one thing I would recommend you do is just replace the block underneath your iron door here, because if that one gets exploded you got no front door, and then there's a small chance they could actually fire directly inside, and we definitely don't want that. So there we go, house finished, tutorial complete. I really hope you will like this house and that it will help you out if you were looking for a build with a bit of blast resistance. This one will certainly come in handy when you're under fire from those pesky gas. But thank you so much for watching, I really hope you did enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.